outline.
Nobody's watching.
I repeat, is that a lie?
Where at?
Outline.
Yeah,
You just need to
Max, are
chill
you telling
really,
us?
really hard.
There we go. No, Lotus, please don't go near my power button. It's
Find one
stressful.
sponsor, or
Lotus,
like 10
get near the power
sponsors.
button.
Oh god, you guys are
Is
loud.
that Raid Legacy's money?
Yeah.
Why would you want the power button to be hit?
Yeah, have you saved this layout that you've been working so hard
It saves it automatically.
on? Okay.
But does it?
Yes. Yes, it does. Stop!
I love you.
Have you been seeing him fly all over the place?
Yes.
He's having a rough time.
Just fixing the text real quick.
I have a theory that he doesn't like my shirt.
Oh, have
He
my
says
new
it's-
token, by the way.
Too many.
You have a new token?
I think it's
Well, because she's dyed her hair now. So.
Oh, okay. Sure.
So, just a quick thing. Because you're token for art using art that somebody else has done, there have been discussions on Twitter about streaming and using art. Someone else's characters, your own characters.
I believe
especially
I sent
without
it.
credit.
I think while we're quiet and like small and not doing a lot of shit, it's fine. But I'll make you something before next time.
Yeah, I think it's
Well,
fine for
I
like
think-
episode 1 or 2, maybe. Definitely not for a whole campaign.
Okay. That's fair.
Once I get those commissions in and we get them done, we can probably whip those up. But
Alright, our stream
that's what I
is
was
fancy
thinking.
looking. Thanks to Fortuna's input. Now I just... Oh god. Oh god. I have to start all over here. Oh no.
it's
Oh
all gone
no.
horribly wrong.
Oh no, the one with the
Oh,
map is
What
fucked.
did you do? What did
No.
you do? I'm seeing it. What the fuck did you do? Oh, there we
It's
go.
it's just look.
This,
This takes setup and it's gonna be difficult for a second. Oh no.
Are you looking
Alright.
at the stream or?
Yeah, this one's
Watching- I watched the
Sierra.
stream and it looked abhorrent.
Look, it's gonna look good in just a minute.
Oh my god!
Shut up! It's gonna look fine.
I mean, I like
Is it gonna
that.
look fine?
Wave hello, Sierra! Oh no, this isn't even the right... I don't want to see the faces. What is going on here? Filters. Oh wait, let's just remove this and do it the normal way. Okay. Alright, you don't have to see the opera thing. You do want to see the map. You don't have to see the players. You don't need to see the roll thing, because that's later. How much of the map can I see? Excuse me? Is it because there's so many players? Damn. Oh, it's because it's zoomed in. Why is it so zoomed in?
Is it zoomed
Wait.
in on roll 20 or
Yeah.
in your,
Give me a second. I'm just trying to get a happy balance. Oh my god, what is going on? Why are the player things so big? Can I hide the player names on roll 20?
Yes.
How?
Or not the names.
yeah, you can hide that. You can also wait. Maybe you
I
can
think
hide
it
the names. I know
only
for sure you can hide
collapses-
the icons.
Yeah.
How do you hide the
I think you
icons?
can
Because
hide
that's
the
going to be
names. I think
fine.
that's
That's
far as
more
it
than
goes.
enough. Options. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Enable chat avatars. Oh wait, no, that's something else. Player video avatar
that's it.
size. Small. Names only. Found it.
Yeah.
Boom! Okay, that's much better. Okay, so I just want to see the map and nothing more than the map. I don't want to see the opera shit.
Oh wow!
Look!
I
Yeah.
just tuned in.
Okay,
Yeah,
give me a minute.
Great.
I'm the only one who hasn't been looking at it.
You're the only one that's also properly fixed so far.
Alrighty.
Hey, look, the names look
DM
the names
Quartz,
look sick
Beth,
though.
R and Trent.
The
and
names
Birch.
look sick though.
It's fine.
Oh my gosh, I'm kind of curious and I want to see it.
Okay, that's gonna be big enough, and then Birch can be. Okay. Now then, get into the next one. Which one is this? This is Danny. Da-da-da-da-da-do. Danny's a bottom. Do-do-do-do. Right there. Boom, there's Danny's
What a weird way to
face.
put that.
Make it the size like this, and then boom, Trent's right there, and then your name needs to be not so big. They could really be on the same line, but you know what? That's not incredibly possible at this moment. This doesn't fuck it up on this one, right? Ah, good, good. Okay, then Becca. Becca's a top. On top. Oh my god, grab the thing.
Going.
I'm sorry. This is taking longer than I thought it would, but it's gonna be okay.
Leave it. I just want to play D&D with my
Well,
friends.
you know, we can start role-playing while this is happening, honestly. I wish I could edit a scene while not being on the scene.
Okay, that means I definitely could not cut it out of the video, but you know, you can make those choices.
You know what? You're right. Let's not do something so rash. Okay, I need that to show the chat, not the thing. Does that show the chat properly? Yes, it does. Perfect. Okay, so now I need 2 more cameras. Do I have enough room for 2 more cameras? I probably need to make the map smaller. This is an Audrey. Audrey is a top mid. Very small, but we're making her bigger. Don't worry, we're getting there. Same size as Sierra. And I have a problem. Let's see, this looks kind of scuffed, doesn't it? Let's make this smaller. Okay. And then, oh god, I hate this. I don't like any of these options I have. Let's see, I don't want to cut off the chat. Oh wait, maybe I can cut off this part because it seems to do that only there. And then I guess I can make it less tall. Shit. And then just do this. Does that fuck it up? Oh, it doesn't. Okay. I hate all of this.
Exclusive behind the scenes sneak peeks.
Okay, if I put them here. Shit. What? No, I don't want to grab that right now. Shut up. I want this.
I say that,
Yeah.
but I still haven't cut out the first part of the first episode. Had you did.
So the only problem is there's no room for Bethany's name this way.
Just put it like up here.
Death.
Yeah, it's
Like
gonna
above,
be on
like
the
directly
camera.
above my head. Because I'm not going there at any point.
Alright. And now
That's
it's
true.
mine. I gotta be at the top because that's how we decided, but I'm a bottom on the camera Discord thing.
That's not where I saw that sentence going. I'm grateful.
Just some setup real quick.
Riveting.
Thank you. I attempted to make it so. And grab this, make it way smaller. Can we do this? And like instead of being on top of the head, it overlaps. I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all. Okay, Fortuna, you go over there. Ah, no, my background. Here's Fortuna's camera angle. And you're a bottom lefter. Alright, we're not going to need the map for a while, though. No, I want one that they're in front of. There we
I
go.
hate this. Playing Mario Galaxy while we wait, by the way.
It's a smart choice.
No,
It's
my
my
god,
favorite.
V's gonna yell at me later. I'm trying my best.
Let you.
Hurry! Hurry!
I'm trying my best. It's so hard, though. This is so difficult, though. Oh, I'll do that. Okay. Bethany. Me. Why is the top of my screen showing something else? Oh, god.
Here, while we
That's
wait,
fine.
you play Mario Galaxy.
Yay! Bethany's
Yay!
here.
Miranda show.
Fortuna's
Demon show up.
here. Okay, it's
We're
not.
asking about Mario
It's-
Galaxy levels.
It's not the worst. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. I think I'm good. This scene is great, though. This scene, no one can argue. This scene's great.
Yeah.
Where's
Okay.
Demon?
Except one of our players has been replaced with a TV. Ooh, a
So
switch.
funny.
The role of Trent will be played by the famous Mario.
Mario.
Oh wait, I can't look at chat. That's right.
Today.
Okay. So, let's begin with a reminder of where we were last. Birch had just come across the party and decided to join the party, and the party was like, "Cool."
Awful.
You are currently trying to scout an expedition from the local major city of Galaran, and you have stopped for lunch.
That we have.
Yeah.
Some of our chagrin.
Some of our chagrin.
Wait, you
So
weren't
hot.
gonna stop for lunch?
Oh, I meant the traveling and
Mm,
Oh my gosh.
I see.
Can't fix this. I'm just gonna have to leave it. Whatever. I'm not a perfectionist. It's fine. I guess I could do it like that. Whatever. Okay.
Thanks, fellow travelers.
Greetings, fellow travelers.
Let's see.
anyways, so yeah, we were traveling. Where did we leave off exactly?
We were
think-
sitting in the woods. We had our
Yeah.
encounter with Birch, and I was cooking.
Yep, pretty much.
Mhm.
We're about to have lunch.
Yep.
Lunch.
Mhm.
I think Trent tried to leave.
No,
No.
no, Trent.
You were.
He did
Trent
want
was
to
being
do some
huffy.
fucking firewood.
Wow.
Anyways,
Also, is he still standing to avoid having to sit on the ground?
yes, he absolutely is. He has one nice jacket, and he's not going to ruin it.
Oh
He's just
boy.
standing there
Oh.
with his little carousel and just like in a proper poise with his nice jacket.
What kind of terrain are we moving through? Like, are we? Is it
Right now
plain?
it's mostly forested.
Okay.
I think we described it like Pokemon, like
Yeah.
when they were on a journey in Pokemon.
Yeah, there's
Weather
tall
is
grass.
and background outfits.
And a moth attacked you, but you caught it with your Pokeball.
Yeah.
Oh jeez.
So
Yeah,
did you not think bring along a blanket, Mr. Trent?
No, because you could have brought along a blanket just as well as I could. So, or pointing fingers.
I plop my ass right down on the dirt.
That's fine for you. You can do that. But this jacket is cashmere. No, I don't know what it is actually.
Don't you have like a bedroll you could
I'm
just
not
put
gonna have
down
it
there?
dirty.
I think you
Do we not
specifically.
all have bedrolls that we can just set down as chairs?
I do specifically
not
remember
logs?
Bethany asking to borrow a bedroll. So
Or
I
yeah,
I think we all have
or
bedrolls.
Yeah.
It's not like Quint would think of that.
I have a tree to sleep.
Aurora will at the suggestion take out her fancy new bedroll, which is not very fancy, is new.
It probably has
Yeah.
bed bugs.
where are the jewels?
To her.
Don't
Very
curse me with that.
To her.
See, why
Maybe
would
it has
you
maybe fleas.
speak?
If I lay on your bed, it has bed bugs.
Oh yeah, I guess Birch doesn't have a
adorable.
bedroll most likely. That's unlucky. But I guess
Huh?
Birch is used to that. You don't have a bedroll,
No.
probably.
Yeah, I probably just hang off a tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly.
Little old nature thing.
Anyway, so she'll spread it out wide enough that Trent can sit on it as well, or anyone like a picnic.
Trent would absolutely not even like take notice of this gesture. He's still just
No.
like standing unless you literally call him over. But even then, he's just chilling.
No, he's oddly seems very comfortable just standing and not.
Yeah, he just
Resting
so
in
how
any
long do we need to
capacity.
rest? How long do we need to wait?
I mean, I was thinking of cooking something. I'm already most of the way into getting this fire ready. I would imagine by now.
That's
Mhm.
right. She makes sense. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, most people do.
Well, I didn't mean it like that. obviously I need substance. But anyways, that's fine. I just didn't want us to like miss them or anything.
I mean, if there's some great big caravan, they're probably going to be moving slower than us.
How do we know how far they're supposed to be from where we're going?
Is that a question to me or this is the party?
To the party.
Okay.
I don't think Aurora would
I
have.
don't know. I think we were just mostly told head that way.
Yeah.
You
I mean,
have
I
as
can.
much information as the rest of us, as you was there.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I don't think it's really a matter of catching up to them as fast as possible. Like, we're gonna catch up to them eventually. They're
They've
making
got to
like
stop somewhere.
they're not making an effort to hide themselves. It's a caravan. We're gonna catch up.
Well,
And I mean, if we lose track, we can just ask anyone, "Hey, have you seen a caravan pass through?" It's about a bunch of carriages and a whole lot of people, maybe horses, a bunch of religious folk.
Speaking of, by the way, Max, so it's lunchtime. How close is it? Noon?
I guess I'll let Bethany answer that because I think she was the one that asked to stop.
I think we agree that it was about like midday-ish because we set out in the morning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it depends on how long Trent would have been able to walk.
Yeah, I remember everyone was kind of starting to get a bit tired.
Yeah.
Everyone is in Aurora and Trent.
It was late
Yes.
morning when we set out. We traveled for a couple hours, and then the two, city
Fancy
folk,
pants.
the posh
Yeah.
fancy pantses, got tired. Their feetsy weetsies started to hurt from walking for a couple hours. So I think at that point we decided to bunker down. And by this point, I'd imagine I got like burning the fire right down to the charcoal so that they get that nice consistent heat.
So, Max, when I look up at the sky, have I missed my daily prayers?
Yeah, pretty much. I think this is the first time that's ever happened too.
Oh.
What day is it now?
You see Aurora like glance up and then just like, oh no.
What was that?
She just quietly says, "Oh no," out loud under her breath. When she realizes the time, she's like, I need to make my daily prayers. Please excuse me.
All right, don't wander off too far.
Right. And she's gonna wander off a little bit lost because she's never done this in a setting where there wasn't a designated place
Right.
for someone else like ushering her to go do them, or without other people. So she's gonna go, I guess, wander until she can't bother the group.
Hey, one of y'all want to keep an eye on her whilst I continue preparing food?
Could be fun. I could find something interesting.
And I think
And I stealth her up behind her.
yeah. Oh boy. I think I try to find a place where the sun peeks through the trees more than most. That's hopefully not too far, but also again just kind of wandering a random amount until I find a good spot.
22.
What's that?
I don't know if she
I
was
got
even
it,
gonna try to
22.
look for you.
No,
Or like
you
passive
know, my
perception.
Passive perception that beats my passive perception.
I hope so, God.
I mean Sylvia. That's hard to work around sometimes. Yeah, so I think she takes her normal stance and starts saying the catechisms that she normally says.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't have those offhand, but They are religious and what you would expect from that kind of phrasing.
Right. Okay.
And how long would you say that prayer usually
About
takes?
2 minutes.
Okay. So she finishes, takes a deep breath, and then she actually takes in the sunlight instead of just going by rote. Is like, God, and I understand this is a trial for your loyal subjects. But more guidance would be nice.
Really like to know what the fuck is up.
But this time, I step out from behind the tree.
I don't know what more guidance you could want more than the vision I gave you 2 sessions ago, but okay, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope I am not interrupting. I was just making.
Oh yes, yes. I'm. Yeah. Thank you.
Well,
I'm ready
follow
to
me.
go.
We will head back.
Yes.
Is my phrasing 100% intentional?
Yeah. I think she does mutter under breath. I take you moving.
Wait, what?
Oh, I think she like thinks or says quietly to herself, I take your meaning of, Fortuna appearing and having been connected to a vision. Miss Fortuna, can I ask you something actually?
Depends.
I noticed you have a very unusual tattoo. Can you tell me more about it?
Well, I do not actually remember very much. I was there.
Passed out or dead?
Well, you see, when you imbibe enough alcohol.
Yes. Okay, I take your meaning.
I can't tell you shit.
Yeah, what?
I said I can't tell you shit.
Oh, okay.
It
I
will
heard
show
I didn't tell you shit, and I was like, that sounds bad.
it shall remain a mystery, I guess. Thank you.
That it shall.
Yeah, and then she makes her way back. Make her way back. And how's food coming? What are you making?
Well, I'd imagine by now I probably have like one of my pots of water going on boiling. Probably have some of the the dried meat from like, the ration meat boiling to make it a little more palatable. Probably cutting up some vegetables and then probably transferring the meat, the pan, frying it up, some veggies and some of the seasonings I have. And about halfway through, gonna sprinkle my hands, just kind of wiggle my fingers, and little sprinkles of like light pour down onto it. I'm gonna cast prestidigitation because one of the effects of prestidigitation is that you can flavor food. You can flavor an object up to like 5 feet in space.
Cool.
Hey!
Huh.
Oh,
Magic
that's
is very-
wonderful.
You could flavor a pond.
Yeah, you could.
That would be like for cooking would be like a survival check, right?
Chill, warm, or flavor up to 1 cubic foot of
Yeah.
non-living material.
Okay, can you
Non-living material, very important.
very important.
Because I am also proficient in cooking.
Oh yeah, there's a cooking
Stuff.
tools
Yeah,
that they would probably.
Okay, can you roll me a survival check but with your proficiency bonus?
sure thing. Hot damn, that's 15.
Okay. So it's above average meal. I'm assuming you guys decide to eat it. I know some of you will not.
One thing I want to note is that like when Trent just like watches her just out of boredom, watching what she does. What spices go into this dish? However,
I imagine what we got from the from the
I feel
circus and whatever I've kind of met. So mostly just herbs, basic herbs, oregano,
Is
some
Bethany like every other living human being and puts garlic in it because everything should have garlic in it?
I mean, if she has garlic, she would put garlic in it,
Okay.
but I'm
I
not sure if
haven't
I
made my
have garlic.
decision on that one, but
yeah, I was like, I think that might
I'm
be the
not
one in
sure
question.
how much of a luxury item garlic is, or if I would have that on me right now. But
honestly,
I'd
it's
imagine
very
I've just kind of been
common.
plucking herbs and such as I've been going, and whatever we had
Yeah.
from the circus, right? So it's pretty basic. Maybe some sage.
All right. Well, don't necessarily worry about it, but Trent is watching. Also,
Trent is watching.
he is watching. Also,
would the circus had garlic?
I feel like the circus caters to a wide variety of peoples, and garlic may not be on their menu for a reason.
that would be fair.
But
That would be
Bethany
fair.
may have picked up some garlic on the way. So
It is fairly common. as
let's
somebody who-
roll a D100. Bethany, do you have a D100 on you?
Absolutely.
All right, let's give it a 30% chance. Anything under 30 and it has garlic in it.
85.
All right, it does not have garlic in it.
There we go. I've been traveling
However,
pretty simple.
one more thing though, when Bethany does do the prestidigitation, Trent does goes like, "Oh, that's right. You do magic. What are you doing with that exactly? Like what do you do?"
Oh well, I grew up in the old in a tavern, so you quickly learn with the magic. You quickly learn how you can use magic to flavor stuff. Who'd thunk it? It's not quite as nice as the real stuff, like the real herbs and such, the real spices. But in a pinch, it works.
Yes, but like, what do you do? Like, how do you do it?
I don't really know. I just kind of do it. I'm sorry. I just kind of, it's just something I can do.
No,
You
it's
know, you
fine.
just
I mean, that's
like you just think about it, and you just kind of it happens.
fine. Just think about it.
Can't learn wizard spells from a sorcerer.
Okay. No, that's fine. I was just curious how you happen across magic. But don't worry. You
Yeah.
know, very
Picked
impressive.
it up when I was I don't know, guess about 13 or something. Just kind of happened one day. Just kind of started up.
Yeah, it just kind of happens one day.
Then you just
Okay.
kind of, you pick up on stuff that people don't seem to rightly notice. It's like you just kind of feel it around you, and you just kind of like there's like you just think about how you want something to be, and it kind of happens. Sometimes it happens on accident. That's the fun stuff. Let me tell you, when I first found it, God, let off a loud pop, sent a whole flock of sheep running through the town. That was a fun day. No one quite let me live it down.
Fun, certainly. This does sound
So
fun.
cute.
That is very adorable. Don't let my antagonistic nature of Trent be read as my actual personality.
Very good.
Oh,
How about you, Mr. Trent? You know any old magic?
I'm a very good study, always have been, and I am working on it. Advanced theories and such. We all learn differently. I don't know that I feel things like you do.
Yeah,
can read
probably
them.
not. I just kind of happened to me. But I think I met a couple of the so you'd be kind of like one of them wizard folk, right? What use the books and the scrolls and such.
Yes, something like that.
I had a couple of them roll through town every now and then. Not too common, but
Yes, I mean it's hard. Not for most people, not for me.
Well, I
I'm
mean,
just interested in how you do it.
if you ever need any help, like I don't
I
know,
don't need help.
mindset stuff, I'd love to help you out. Everybody needs a little help every now and then. Well,
Just like, ow.
sure thing, Mr. Trent. And at that point, I kind of like grab the pot of water and walk away and leave my mage hand still like rustling the pan, keeping it.
So good.
What a good aesthetic, damn.
Okay, so I'm kind of curious. Who eats the meal that Bethany has prepared?
I presume everybody once it's ready.
Mm-hmm.
Does Trent eat?
Trent will open his mouth and put it inside of his mouth and swallow.
He doesn't eat it. He stomachs it.
He waits for like everyone else to have a bite and like reads their reactions to it, and then he'll try a bite and he's like, it's adequate.
Oh my god.
I mean, it's probably not the best, but I mean, as far as like road food goes, it's better than dry rations. Anything's better than dry rations. What time of year is it, by the way? I was meaning to ask.
Mm.
Good question.
Great question. I definitely was prepared for that one
I
because
definitely didn't ask you.
I've
like,
just been
literally
thinking
a
if we're
couple
traveling,
hours
it's probably
ago.
like spring or summer or something.
I was thinking either one of those two. Let's go with right around beginning of summer.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. That would.
A little spicy.
A little
I'm
spicy.
just wondering because that'd probably leave me with like more kinds of herbs and shit. So
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, it is
more
a
vegetables too.
wonderful meal.
Yes, thank you, Bethany.
Well, you're quite welcome.
Welcome asset.
Always helps to have a good cook along.
Yeah.
It's hard to move on an empty stomach.
Wait, does Birch eat also?
I'm assuming.
Yeah, what-
Birch some and then like tries to give Bethany like their rations, like to trade.
Oh
I don't know. I'm all right for now. Birch. Nah, go on, eat.
Birch is like determined, looking like I will get the next meal.
I will earn us the next
Well,
meal. I will
you're a
down the
little hunter, right?
Yes.
All right. Well, we could probably use that.
And Birch holds up their bow proudly.
Well, there we
Very
go.
Oh yeah.
If we need any old, like I said, fresh meat's better than dried meat rations. Better to cook with, better eaten usually. So, if we ever need anything, I'll be sure to ask for your services.
Birch looks very like, I guess like they have purpose now.
no. Purpose and like get food for
Adorable. I love Birch so much.
That's so fucking.
That's good.
All right.
Well,
I'm gonna.
I
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
was probably going to say just about the exact same thing you were. Should we hit the road?
Yeah, I think so. I'm gonna
Yeah.
clean up. Just clean up the pans. Wait for the struggles to kind of die down before making sure they're all right.
A hole and cover it with dirt.
Yep.
Daisy, come here, you little.
Side note, the feeling of like after you cover a fire with dirt and you just like touch the ground over it and the dirt's all warm. Really
I would like poke it until it was just like an obliterated pile of embers.
Oh yeah, and prestidigitation can clean stuff. So I use prestidigitation again to clean off the pans.
Just continue to use your magic shit.
Yeah. Usually it kind of you notice like the matte glow, especially for prestidigitation, it kind of is very sparkly, very kind of this golden light.
Yeah.
Very sort of
Good.
flashy.
That is quite
Just
impressive,
imagining, like,
Bethany.
I'm
Thank
imagining just,
you.
like a little broom just starts sweeping on its own. Very
Yep.
cute.
All right, and then I'm gonna reattach it all to my
Yeah.
backpack. Get it back on, and all right, let's hit the road.
I believe I am ready to travel again. Let us move out. And Aurora will stand up and regret her life. What's up?
Now, I seem to recall Mr. Trent wanted to lead the way.
I think
Oh.
he is trying to speak.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Can't hear
Oh.
you.
Well, the mic is completely unplugged right now, so I think they know that.
I
Why
like
do
how
we
it looks
have
like
these?
a snowball.
Hmm?
Oh, I said I like how the mic looks like a snowball.
I mean, that's what it's called, so.
It is? Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the brand.
Yeah, it's literally called
Almost
Snowball.
Okay.
Cool.
I have one of those, but I
So
don't use it.
as you travel, you notice that you're getting into more uncivilized
Wait.
territory. Yes.
The mic get fixed for her?
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't hearing her though.
Yes.
Oh,
So,
there you go. Never
as you
mind.
travel, you notice that it is more uncivilized territory, and it is very clear where a path has been recently cleared for a large wagon with supplies or people or whatever. So, you know that you're on the right path.
I believe we have.
Birch like leans down and touches the earth and like looks at the party and points.
Birch, can you also make a survival check real quick?
Sure.
Wonderful.
I'll give Birch a big old thumbs up.
Roll 20.
It's okay. You could just do /roll d20 and then add your survival. The other option is to open your character sheet and click on the survival skill.
Yeah, you can just literally.
Close.
Well, let's go.
Yay!
But it's
Stealth.
probably same.
Is your survival also a
Right.
+7?
Hold on. Hold on, I got this.
Oh wait, no, wait.
Oh no. Okay. Yeah, you know that the path that you pointed towards is the correct path. Okay, never mind.
Okay.
Unfortunate. Okay.
Oh boy. Yeah. Oh.
Birch is like, hey guys, I'm the ranger here. You can trust me.
You can trust me.
I
Yeah.
think Aurora's just like nodding
Yep.
serenely. That makes sense.
That sounds correct.
Do we see any like debris, I guess, or like?
Yeah, like I said, it was like cutting away the trees for a path for
Okay.
the caravan to fit. Because like you could travel through it if you were careful as a party, but
Yeah.
they
but not
clearly are
the
bringing
wagon.
more than
These folk are trailblazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They're getting ready to make a road. What's
Can I
up?
climb up a tree and like do a perception check to try to like see how far away
Yeah, sure.
I can see the caravan?
Oh, there they go.
So you don't know the area well, but I will say that you notice a smell that's very familiar to you because it is a smell of the ocean, and it is not that far from where you are now.
Birch like flaps their wings happily,
Mm-hmm.
like glides down and is like, the ocean.
Oh, is that where
The
we're
ocean?
Yes, we were traveling in that direction. You are right.
I have
Wow.
a little bit of a belated question
Yeah.
for our lovely DM. Would I have heard anything about plans for a
Nope.
caravan? Or okay, cool.
Nope.
Good to know.
Cool.
Cool.
Yes. Well, let us follow then.
As soon as
Let
Birch
us,
says the ocean, Bethany's gonna get seems like a little more excited.
Oh boy,
Have you not
beach
seen
episode.
the ocean before?
Never. I never been to the ocean.
It is a large body of water
Good
That's
question. How close is the ocean to the capital city?
So let's see. You guys have been traveling for half a day, and you're about an hour out. I'd say it's about a day and a half away, maybe. By travel.
Okay. So we're yeah. All right.
okay. How
That's pretty
well, you know
close.
what?
It's salty.
Yeah, but with that,
Salty.
Like,
what's it like?
I'll be honest. I haven't like charted this out on like a timeline
map.
or anything or a map.
Yeah.
But it's all relatively. I want you guys to have one long rest between now and then.
Yeah, I was like, oh boy, I'm sure.
So-
it is quite impressive.
So
to be
is it
honest.
like a lake, like a big old lake? I mean, it obviously bigger, but like, I mean, I
Birch
hear
is
people
like,
talk about it, but
Birch is like the ocean.
We lost you.
Oh, me?
No, we
Oh,
didn't.
no.
Oh, just for you. I thought they cut out for just a
Nope.
second. But okay, just me then.
Keep going.
Sorry.
They're like trying to encourage Bethany to smell, and they're like, smell
Mhm.
the ocean.
Smell the ocean.
do I smell the ocean?
Yeah, you kind of smell something kind of different for sure.
Smells like rotten
It smells.
fish.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
Let's-
ocean is like an exciting smell if you know about the ocean and you're excited to go to the ocean, but like otherwise, is doesn't smell great.
Yeah.
Smells like
Like-
fish and like seaweed.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
nevertheless, with a little
it-
more
yeah.
pep in her step, Bethany soldiers on.
Okay. Do you guys have any interactions you want to pursue within the next 5 hours or so of travel?
I mean, I think
I was like,
we don't have to get into it, but I think Aurora does ask Bethany what lakes are like.
that'd be fun.
Yeah, you mentioned
Oh, you
you'd
ain't
been
never
to a
seen a
lake
lake?
before.
Am
No,
I the
there's
most well-traveled in this group?
I'd argue Birch is pretty well traveled by now.
Yeah. I that's tough.
I'm very far away from my home.
It's-
I think that might ironically come back around to less well traveled in the sense of you're not going to be familiar with any of the area around, but
Yeah,
still.
idea where I
Yeah.
am.
Well, a lake is kind of like, well, I'm told it's like the ocean, I guess, but it's smaller. It's a lot smaller. It's a lot.
What?
I mean, you can't drink the ocean, can you?
No, that's
I mean, you
quite a
can't really
bad
drink a
idea.
lake unless you really want to. You usually drink a well, but it's like it's a big old body of water, usually really calm.
you
That
can
would
Unless
see
it's
be
really
totally
big.
different.
A lot of big lakes get pretty windy, but it's usually peaceful. You know, lots of
Maybe
fish in them.
one benefit of this is I can go see a lake. It sounds pleasant.
Oh, they're lovely. Lots of them. Some of them get green. Some of them are blue.
Got to be careful when they get.
Maybe some of them just have that kind of green tint to the water, you know.
Mm.
But
Makes sense.
yeah, lakes are beautiful. It's where you've seen a river, right?
Maxine, have I seen a river?
You've seen a painting of a river.
I've seen pictures.
Oh
The
boy,
ocean. The
it's
ocean
like a
was-
river, but not flowing.
Round River. Does
Yeah.
Birch-
Of course, then there's ponds, which are like a lake but smaller.
Is it like a pool?
Yeah, it's like a pool, but a lot bigger. A
And has
pool,
stuff
I
growing
think, is
in
about the size of a pond. I think.
Okay, yes.
Do the pools you have experienced have like fish in them or
Some of them do.
like
Like a koi pond. I'm thinking.
Yeah.
See, lakes have lots of fish. You also got lots of birds, usually.
Ooh, I do like how pretty the fish look in the water. They are quite decorative.
Flesh-eating bacteria.
No.
Sounds less pleasant.
Well, you're just a downer, aren't you?
Just being a downer to the once.
Yeah, stop being such a downer.
Trent chimes in for the first time of the day after like being off on his own.
Are you still at the front of the group or were you behind?
Probably at the front.
Never mind that.
Because y'all still, for some reason, are still letting him do that.
Well, it's not like it's hard to figure out where to go, but
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. We figured it out on a natural one.
I mean,
Uh,
it's not hard.
I do want to keep an eye out for not necessarily like debris, like natural debris, but like if there was anything dropped from the caravan.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah, there's like let's see. I guess there would be wrappers from rations, and you can tell there's a small
littering.
clearing.
How
Yeah,
dare they?
Littering.
look.
The worst of all crimes.
There's a clearing a few hours into your pathing onto the uncharted area where it's clear that they stopped for a bit. There's some remains of a fire, and although you can tell it's been out for at least a day.
Okay.
I guess it wouldn't be allowed for at least a day. Well, whatever. It's been out for a while. You can't
Several
tell.
hours.
Yeah. And yeah, so you can tell that you're definitely in the right area.
Okay. But nothing like, I don't know, identifying or just the very
No.
generic kind of debris
Yeah,
of
generic. For sure.
Well, we're not trying to be stealthy.
Hard to be stealthy when you got that many people.
Merchant's
So-
like, who are these?
That's a good question.
They were like
That is a-
religious
good
folk, weren't
question.
they? Going to some kind of new settlement?
Yeah, it's a
It
bunch of
is,
weirdos.
quite odd. I would have thought that if there was a plan for something like this, I would have heard of it. But so this must have been freshly organized in quite a hurry.
Why would you have heard of it?
They're
I
quick.
mean, I am a priestess of Raden. I should have been involved in something like this.
They must have forgotten about you.
Now, hold on.
I mean,
The look in her eyes is like
Maybe
It's like-
they just
someone.
had to
Yeah.
get going really fast. Maybe it's
It should
just
take-
it was only pertinent to a certain pertinent to a certain group of people. Maybe, I don't know. Only certain people were leaving for it, I'd imagine, from a specific
yes.
area. If it's a caravan, they probably started at point A and were going to point B. So chances are they were leaving from point A, and that's all they had. That all the people at point A were the only ones who had to know.
Out of that kind of curiosity, so we're following them on the direction. The way they came from, did it look like they were coming from the capital as far as I could tell? Was that
Yes.
the right direction? Okay.
Yes.
If I am being quite honest, I believe I do not know. You are not followers of Raden, so I do not know how much you would care.
I don't, but go on.
I gathered as much. Yes.
I mean, I would like to know.
You didn't need to answer that one.
I have reason to believe that this caravan might have been misguided in his vision.
Interesting.
Okay.
I am slightly concerned about why this was put together with such haste.
It's not like the church would do anything
Or-
like a lie.
They would not.
I don't have the energy for this conversation.
Speaking of running out of
That,
energy,
your perspective would be a little clouded.
speaking of running out of energy, it is starting to get dark. And even though the path before you is clear, the forest is still a dangerous place to be walking alone
Yeah.
or walking out after night.
In any case, we can continue this conversation tomorrow. What I'm concerned about is whether or not we should be, I don't know, concerned for. Does that mean we should be keeping our eye out?
I
Another question to the DM or
Oh, sorry.
No, that was a question
No,
diegetically.
I believe, was it about the conversation we were having, or was it
Yeah.
about like, okay,
do
I
we keep our eye on this weird shit?
would rather not interact directly. Would rather, at least until I understand more of what Raden is telling me. If
I would
All
like
right.
yeah,
to insight check her.
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah.
I don't think
Trying
this
to
is
get
really a
read on the
deception.
situation.
Do you actually think God is talking to you, or are you one
Are you
of the...
fucking kidding me? That's a 10.
Oh,
So,
10.
Two 10s.
let's see. The average amount of insight. She really loves her god right in.
yeah. I mean, I don't think it's.
So are they
Yeah.
the heretics or are you the heretic?
I am confident in my God's teachings and in my interpretation of His will.
Okay, so either of you could be the heretics.
Yeah, that doesn't exactly answer the question.
Do you guys set up a watch or anything?
I don't think it would occur to Aurora.
Okay.
Yeah, same. Because I've been
Alright,
traveling
so-
alone.
So, first watch.
What?
What's that?
Birch is like, I'm good at night. Want me to take a later shift?
Take the mid shift. I will take the first shift. I mean, one can take the last shift.
Is this
I mean, there's-
This is to make sure that we do not get jumped either by beasts or bandits.
True. Now, but there's 5 of us, so we could split it 5 ways.
I do not mind waking with the dawn. If that is, I would prefer to
All
take
right.
the last shift in that case.
I'll
so
take
last
a
watch.
middle shift.
Brent,
Like I
you
said,
haven't volunteered.
Sleep?
we all turned to Trent. All of us setting up our like bedrolls and like setting up camp.
I will take first, then, not
I
tired.
already said that.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Whatever's available.
All right.
Birch
I'll go
looks-
after
Oh, Birch looks
Miss
at the watch
Fortuna.
Because I don't know if we should trust his watch. Doesn't pay
I can watch. It's nothing. It's fine. There's nothing happening. It's
You
just a
know-
phone.
The little moth has a point. You don't seem to be the most observant.
I am pretty
Enthusiastic.
observant. I am observant enough to realize it's fine. We don't need to worry about it. I will take the watch, and if anything happens, I'll wake all of y'all up or whatever.
Okay, you can have the first watch. I'll go after you.
All right. Trent,
What?
Fortuna,
Yep.
Mhm.
Bethany, I
Birch.
think.
You
Oh,
wanted in the you know
middle.
midnight shift, right?
okay.
For me,
Yep.
and
And
then
then
Aurora.
Aurora.
you know little Miss Aurora can wake up with the dawn.
Yeah. Or I don't know how the math works out, but I assume we're not. If we're packing up at dawn, it could be like a little bit before dawn.
Yep.
But
Figure it out.
yeah.
All right.
Everybody getting ready for bed. Birch wants to do like a little prayer. They have like a little prayer stone, and they like go
Oh.
someplace secluded and like put their little rock down and put like, I don't know, flour or something they have as an offering, kind of like, I don't know, offering a prayer to their god.
I enjoy the dichotomy of when Birch does something religious, we're like, and then when Aurora does something religious, we're just like, oh god.
I don't
You
even think it's
people,
anything to do with religion. I think
I'm
it's just the
like,
moth is
and
so
I
adorable.
think it's adorable.
What was
Aw. I caught part of that sentence.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay. So you guys all take your watch. I don't want to make it too dramatic. Nothing happens. However, something does happen in the middle of the night to Fortuna. Everyone else needs to leave. I'll see you later.
Hi.
Gonna mess up the stream.
It is gonna mess up the stream, but don't worry.
Hello, everyone.
I've got wait, what?
That work
I
if
moved
he does-
myself. Whoops.
No.
Wrong one. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Okay. So I am gonna try something different. I'm gonna be streaming a video to you, and you need to tell me if you can hear it.
Oh, okay. I thought I was gonna have to get on Twitch.
Nope. It is going to be through Discord, and it's not going to show my preview very well if I don't. Oh, if I figure this out poorly. Okay, let's see. No. Well, it should work fine. Okay, so you ready to test it real quick? Fortuna, you arrive again in the dark room with the prisoner. Can you hear that?
Let me turn it up because the volume is down really low.
Yep.
Okay, try again.
Fortuna, you arrive again in the dark room with the prisoner. You feel almost as if you are floating as she turns to greet you. Ah, evening has returned. You choose quite the ironic name, yes? Fortuna. It's quite misfortunate to get mixed up in this. This adventure must not be your first choice. Fate works in mysterious ways. You desire nothing more to leave your past behind? So be it. I have within me the power to erase that tattoo from you, and surely with it, all of your troubles. However, it will require a favor or two from me. You will also, again, be compensated materially as well. All of your new companions are connected to this journey. Protect them well, especially Birch. They are far from home and likely need friends to keep them safe. Aurora as well. She worships a god that would have us set aflame. Trent will prove useful to this journey, and he already looks to you for guidance with the town valet. He is right, mind you, that they have a bone to pick with you. That too, my tiefling, can be erased with my power. Bethany, I know not of her origin. She seems Asteri. Are you contacting someone again? The other from last night returns and interrupts Asteri. Naomi. No, well, not exactly. The tiefling has returned. I think I was able to discreetly get her to, but I'm sure Radin is unaware. The tiefling? Please remind her of my little Birch. They need a friend right now. Yes, I have. Don't you worry. And tell her to get here pronto. We have no time to waste. We must mount a defense. Naomi, we can't rush things. Have faith in me. I have a plan. We mustn't involve them before they are ready. But they will be here any moment. Patience, Naomi. Things will fall in place in time. Now, Fortuna, as I was saying, I do not know Bethany's god or ambitions. She could very well be Radin, but Radin said he didn't have an Azamar. He could be hiding Bethany from us, as I hid Aurora from him. Please, keep an eye on her and her intentions. Oh, and Birch, Please take care of them and let them know Naomi watches over them still, even if the guide stone doesn't work there. That will put them at ease. Yes, yes. Watch over Birch, quite. Now, a way for the party to gain bonding together and experience. Well, if they aren't coming here, why not have them help the ocean that those Galerons are harming? That could help delay the advances of the army as well. Then it's settled. Tiefling, if you want to be free of these annoyances, you must first stop the Galerons expedition team from harming the ocean. Birch can be especially helpful in that. Naomi, I believe she is waking. It is near daytime on Rotera. And as she says this, her eyes open. Okay, so that was your dream and stuff.
I awake with like a very deep groan.
Okay, let's get them back in here. Do 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 do.
This is so cute. Oh, right, video. We all need to get on video or the stream will be messed up.
It'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
There we go.
That's how it works.
I'm working on it.
Okay. It is now daytime. You have all awakened. Nothing has happened during your respective watches.
I actually do want to say that Trent set up his bedroll directly under a tree.
Amazing.
I thought about that.
Yeah, no, that's, you're lucky we're in a forest.
You're in a forest. A lot of things I didn't think about until recently.
Yeah. I feel like Aurora does take the chance to say a small prayer at dawn. Not quite the one. This one's more private. It's not necessarily about the ceremony like the one at Nunes.
Can I say that like when Birch is on their shift, they like caught like two rabbits or something?
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
Yes, that's good.
Birch-
In the meantime, I'm
Birch
gonna
on
cook
those
us up some
pictures of
breakfast.
punts.
You wake up and there's just two skinned rabbit carcasses hanging from a branch or something.
holy-
Um,
That's
Where
lunch
did-
and dinner.
where
Probably
did
dinner.
they come from?
Birch just kind of like.
They
Oh,
came
that's
from the
right.
woods.
I guess that makes sense. We do have the hunter. Very tiny.
Quite impressive,
unassuming.
Birch.
Very. Rabbit ain't easy to catch.
I'm quiet. Good at it.
I'm quiet. That's incredibly intimidating. I'm quiet. Ah! So you are.
Yes.
All right.
I'm. Ah.
All right. I'll cook us up something.
Is there any help you need, Miss Bethany?
Yeah. You could probably help. Are you good with a knife?
I have used a dagger before, in theory.
Realistic dagger.
All right. It ain't hard to cut vegetables. Just go ahead. I'm just gonna kind of make a little.
How do you use a dagger in theory?
Mostly in ceremonial circumstances.
Ceremonial use of
Fortuna,
dagger.
would you like to cut some vegetables?
I am very good with knives. And I wink and I start cutting.
There we go. In the meantime, I'd imagine among our various meats and such that we procured from the circus, we probably have some bacon. It's pretty basic salt, like just smoked meat.
Yeah, salt cured.
Yep. If it's salted, I'll be sure to boil it first. But otherwise, bacon and vegetables for breakfast.
Can you roll
And
a?
knowing this is probably like, your old, like, thick, long slices of bacon. Like your fucking
Can you
Studio
roll-
Ghibli bacon.
Can you roll
that's exactly
survival
what I
with
was thinking.
survival with proficiency again?
All right.
Does she get advantage because I'm helping cut the vegetables?
I don't think so.
Or does Does my wink give advantage?
All right, your wink gives advantage.
Alright.
Sure.
For sure.
14.
Sure.
Okay, roll with
Yay.
advantage, Bethany. You got a wink.
Gotta
And
wink
also the
at
help
14.
action.
Okay.
Oh!
The meal is, above average, especially for on the road.
How did you get 10-10?
Don't worry about it.
All right, well,
Yeah, especially with meager stuff. It's, again, I'll throw in some of the prestidigitation, the little magic touch
y'all keep
with
going.
some
I'm
of the
gonna check on
dried herbs that we have.
Okay.
What was that?
I think he's checking on a cat.
So,
Probably.
I was like, it's like so hot, I'm sweating, and I wanted to
Oh,
check
the
the
AC.
why. Why is it so spicy in here?
Now, as we're cooking, traveling with the rabbits, should we probably still need to bleed a bit? I don't know if we should have like jury rig something to have them hanging still while we walk, or if we should just wrap them up.
They're all like
Hmm.
gutted and drained and everything.
Oh, pray. Yeah, they probably drained through the night because you were up in the middle of the
Yeah.
night.
Yeah, they've been at it for a few hours.
Mhm.
I too know how to drain rabbit's blood. Yes.
Yeah, I know all about this. Hold on, let me consult my brain. Yeah,
I mean, you could just tear the skin right off a rabbit.
oh yeah, but that'll be because they're for dinner.
All right, well,
We take the necessary steps for moving rabbit.
Rabbits.
There you go.
Yeah.
So we
we
don't
do
have
what we
horse
need to
things.
do.
I've been around raw meat bait probably my whole life. I would probably know how to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can imagine you would.
Okay.
Mobile setting.
All right, we continue down the road of our journey.
Yeah.
Hearty breakfast mash.
Can I have everyone make a perception check real quick?
Oh
Yes.
boy, I like it when we have to do that.
Super great. I'm gonna roll a real dice.
I got a
Oh
20.
no!
Oh
All
no,
right.
sounds
Did
great.
anyone make below a 10?
Yes.
Yes.
Me,
That's fine.
I made a bad roll. Hello,
That's fine.
welcome to my usual roll.
It's
Wait,
fine.
did anyone make a Birch? Did you make above a 10? Because I think you're the only one at this point.
Oh
Screw
yeah,
You.
they made
Oh,
a.
I thought you said you also made below a 10.
No.
Okay,
you
so
went
for
too, yeah.
Birch and for Tuna, and I don't know if Bethany did or not.
I rolled a
Oh,
grand
right,
total
yeah.
of 3 plus
Nice,
0.
nice.
Yeah, I hit a 9.
I
So
got six.
you two actually happen to know what the ocean smells like, but it does seem to smell a little bit more dead, and you can hear some loud banging, and it's kind of disconcerting to hear something so loud in such a forest and mechanical almost.
Mechanical is good.
Birch. Ooh, I have experience with the ocean.
Yes. Birch is like really scared at this point. Like they do not understand what that noise is.
This is strange, right?
Yes.
Okay.
What is
The
strange?
ocean, the ocean shouldn't feel dead, right?
So
Was that?
The ocean smells rotten all the time. I don't know.
Is it?
Birch is like worried looking, like can we like hear which direction the loud sound is coming from?
Yeah, it's coming from the direction that you're walking.
Is there some sort of check that I could roll to whether I know what the sound is?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me let's go with Arcana.
Okay.
I don't like that.
Can
4.
I also?
Oh, okay,
roll-
you have no
You didn't
idea.
hear it.
Can I potentially roll to understand the banging?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Arcana.
Yeah. Although you're really only hearing it secondhand.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Why do
matter.
we bother?
I think
It
at
doesn't
this
matter.
point, Birch is like going up the tree, like the tallest tree they can find.
There we go.
like,
There they go again.
Like,
They really are an odd little feller.
Can Birch roll me a second perception check from above the tree, and they can tell me what that is?
13.
Okay, so a few miles away, there's a lot less trees, and it's very clear that they've made some kind of clearing. And you remember being there, yesterday, whenever you first got to here, but it's a lot more destroyed now, and it's a lot louder now.
Birch hurries back down to the ground. Some beast is destroying trees.
Comforting.
Well, that
What
certainly
did-
changes things.
What did the beast look like?
What did I see?
I feel like you wouldn't be able to see it that well. You just, the rumbling
Here.
and the trees being destroyed was what was caught your attention.
Yeah.
All right. I think we need to decide. Are we going to change directions then?
Do we
Birch
believe
is
this
like,
is
yes, please.
some
Well,
part of? Did you see the caravan?
They are just clearing trees to make room for a settlement. That is
It
what
seems
people do.
awfully close
Birch looks
to.
baffled. Why would you settle with no trees?
To build houses.
tree is house.
What? Yeah.
This
And then
is a
you
strange
use the
land.
tree to build the house. It's
The moth's perception of
Hey,
things
circle of
is
life.
not
Maxine,
Yes.
quick geography question. I know you don't have it settled, but doesn't this seem awfully close to the capital city to be like have set out to make a town?
Yeah. You generally would not make a town this close, but ocean towns are pretty nice.
It's a nice view. It's a nice.
Do we believe? Is this the caravan? Have I ever heard of anything like a mechanical way to cut down trees? Like, is this?
Yeah. I think you would know about it a little bit. That they do have something that can work the work of 10 men for destroying trees and excavating stuff, although it's not usually used in this manner.
Okay, so it's
During this
confirmed that
time
we're in the bad Paul Bunyan timeline.
She's like on the tree, just like praying furiously over their little prayer stone.
Oh no.
All right.
They're like, Naomi, help me. What is going on here?
I think we should proceed with caution.
I believe that is a good idea. I
We
have
don't
heard
know
of-
if this is dangerous, but
I'm
I will share my information of the beings that can work as fast as 10 men.
Mhm.
Can I? I'm asking you a question, Max.
Yeah.
No, I don't. It might be a stretch or not a stretch.
Let me decide that.
But let me decide.
Oh, you're asking me in a Discord,
Yeah.
is
Oh,
what you're
boy.
saying. Sorry, I can't look at Discord easily.
Oh, then never.
Use your phone.
No. I am. I just meant that I wasn't going to see an approach.
Oh, the fancy shit in
Because
the
I
Empire.
now realize I don't know if I ran this by you, but also I didn't.
Oh no! I do remember it. Yeah, I feel like Trent would know about it about as much as Aurora does. Just that it, has greatly. It's something that the Galerons have had for a while, and it greatly increases the amount of work that can be done.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, no.
Birch reminds us we should not take the path. Let's walk through the forest.
With all due respect, Birch, the forest is going to be a lot harder for the rest of us, and it's going to take a lot more time.
Birch is just like,
It's
ah.
We are also making a lot of assumptions about whether a dangerous thing that we are walking into.
Now,
When again, it could just be people clearing trees.
I do
I
think
do not-
Birch might have a bit. How about we just go a little bit off the path then? Enough to keep it in sight, but enough to keep us in cover in case something goes bad.
That sounds quite prudent. Although I do not believe these things are used.
Friend,
as-
Jesus Christ.
Cat
Um,
cam.
The cat?
You've got a ghost behind you.
I know.
these
I know.
Machines are not usually used to attack people. They are for getting work done. But as I said, I would prefer to see this caravan before we decided to approach or not. So stealth would be wise.
I think we could proceed down the path and fine. I mean, if it's just a big industrial scene, I mean,
I have to agree
It's-
with Brent here.
All right. It looks like the path it is. Let's go.
Right.
Cautiously.
Birch is gonna like kind of hop from tree to tree on this along the side of the path.
Just
like,
fucking
crossing
Naruto
over
that shit.
Naruto.
like a little squirrel.
All right, so you guys continue on the path.
I would imagine at a slow pace.
Let's see. How do I want to do
I
this?
have never proceeded at a slow pace in D&D. Does that give you like bonuses on your perception or stealth or what? What's up?
I think it's
I want
stealth.
to say y'all may want to go slow, but Trent is a little suspiciously quicker.
Okay.
Unless, like, turns around
Trina
and sees
doesn't
her, like,
really see any
Terrible
reason to be
pace.
concerned by people cutting down trees.
Slow, you are able to use stealth. Fast, you have a -5 to passive perception.
Yeah, okay. So I was sort of right. But yeah.
it's not like he's running, but he hasn't slowed down. But he's just like, come on, let's go.
Okay.
All right, we're not
I'm
going
gonna
slow
give
then.
Birch a perception check. Because they're in the trees. All right, this is where I ad lib. Let's see how this goes.
Out of 10.
A 10. Okay. The banging is getting loud enough that everyone can hear it.
All right.
Eh,
Bethany is thoroughly spooked. She's got all kinds of things running through her mind.
And you can smell rotting flesh. Not like animal flesh.
Oh,
Sorry, I don't. But I don't know if there's a different smell. I haven't heard. Whatever. But you,
fur, maybe?
it's not fur. It's like rotting fish. But I don't think many of. Well, yeah, it's like rotting fish.
Gross.
I will confess, usually the ocean doesn't rank this.
I would hope not.
it has never been quite so unpleasant when I have visited it before.
All right, everyone, make a
Alright,
perception check real quick.
All right.
All right, gonna use my other dice.
Perception?
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah, no.
That is marginally better.
I get
No.
really.
Birch is,
Wow.
like, distracted by
Danny, did you infect us all with your luck?
This is how I will always roll. Rest assured. Rest assured. This is how the entire game is going to go. So just get ready for that.
Okay. Okay. Let's do this. So
No shit.
you continue along your path, and suddenly, there are 3 soldiers there, and you almost don't realize them as you are upon them. They
Shit.
are in the royal guard of the Galerons, and they say, "Halt there, travelers! What brings you here?"
Traveling?
Stand up straight and I like get to attention.
I think Aurora shrinks back and hides under her hat, but like trying to do it inconspicuously. I don't know how inconspicuous
Kinda.
it actually is, but yeah,
We
just
are
like
but humble
steps a little bit
travelers,
behind Bethany.
making our
Yeah.
way
Sure.
to the capital.
Oh,
Is there a problem?
yes, the capital's actually the other direction. It's
Wait,
not
I
a
would
pl-
have known that. I would have known
Okay. Yes, because you were traveling. No.
Yeah.
that. We are but humble travelers, just trying to find our way to the closest settlement.
The capital is actually just due north of here, but
I'm-
Not say the capital.
I'm going
Oh.
to step up and it's like, what? All right, can I talk? Can I just like fucking talk my way into this shit? Here we go. He's like, no, actually, let me clarify. We're here to look into the this. Let me think of something to say as Trent. This is not happening in character. Give me a second.
Yeah.
because
You're good, you're good.
As soon as you like push me aside, I give you the biggest stink eye.
Yeah, he just like walk up and like kind of push you aside. Like, no, actually, you see, we're here to oversee. Do I know the name of what these machines are?
I wouldn't mind if you knew the name. Let me just make sure I know the name. Let's
Yeah,
go.
I feel like between Aurora and Trent, one of us would have.
Let's just call it an
I imagine-
automaton. Is that okay? Yeah.
The
just-
automatons. Is that
yeah.
what we're gonna call them?
yeah.
No. See, I'm here to help inspect the automatons. I've been sent here from the Capitol building. You see, last we heard, the third axis was having a little bit of a tweaking problem, and it's probably because they were using pine seed oil, which I've told them to do that. So I'm just here to check up on how number 352 was doing. Do you
Okay.
happen to know which one is which? Are you familiar with their serials? If not, I'll just be going on my way.
Make a deception check.
That's fine.
Roll.
Ah, damn it! With a 3.
Level 2.
I guess it's 10.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Terrible.
Let's see. You talked about a bunch of techno jumbo.
Yeah. I mean, you can always roll insight and then give them a negative for whatever.
I'm not allowed to let anyone with the automaton without me present, and it's currently on. But I suppose if
No,
it's
that makes sense.
if it's
Well, we just need to wait for them to shut
malfunctioning.
down. We didn't know when it was going to be functioning, obviously.
So it's good to stay on for now, right? It's not dangerous.
No, it's not dangerous at all. I'll just need to be checking on it later. Do you know where we can wait in the meantime? Is there somewhere for drinks for my companions or anything like that?
We were going
Yes,
to
I am
make
his bodyguard.
What?
we were going to make an We were going to make an encampment today for the human.
Early.
The human. Yes, we have just set up the automaton today, and we just need to set up a encampment for the rest of us to stay to be out of its way. If you're welcome to help us, of course.
Oh, I'm sure my companions wouldn't mind helping. Can you point us in the direction?
We were just headed there, actually. We still have to.
We'll stick together. Not really comfortable out here in the woods. Not very.
It's a small outpost. It's pretty much just us three. We weren't gonna make room for the wagon since most of it was carrying the automaton. So we were just gonna make a camp a little bit away from here.
Excellent. So if we're all heading there, why don't you lead the way?
Have you heard from the capital? Has Rodin contacted us again?
Not as far as I've heard. Dear, I have forgotten the name, and I'll say Trinus, looks at Aurora, is like, we haven't heard anything from, what did she refer to Rodin as?
Rodin.
Yeah.
Wait.
Haven't heard any Rodin recently, have we?
Rodin's light is the same as it always has been.
I can't believe that the priestess was lying. That she actually wasn't of Rodin and is in fact of an inferior god.
Yes,
It is quite unbelievable. Yes.
Anyways. I wonder what they're gonna do with her whenever they find her.
Right now,
I can't
Fortuna's
believe you
doing that, like, the meme of the lady who's doing the math.
Turning.
Wait, hold on. I will say, if you want to call for a deception check, that's valid. Because I have not heard this news officially.
Yeah, go ahead and make a deception check, Aurora.
I mean, far be it from me to volunteer, but so that's 11 plus 4, 15.
4.
Okay, I think you're pretty lucky because I don't think. I mean, it's not exactly expecting the priestess to be right there, so
Yeah, not exactly expecting this to fall into left. See, I would persuade it instead of deception, and that's my fault, honestly.
What's that?
Well, I have all my points in persuasion and not perception.
But you can convince others of what is going on.
Yeah.
Anyways, have you heard about what we're trying to do here? It's very exciting news. Not to be a gossip too much. I'm sure you've heard so much about it.
I am always willing to be an open ear.
Wait, who are you talking to with that?
The whole party, pretty much. I guess Trent.
Well, mostly on the technical sides of things. But no, why don't you enlighten us on that?
Do you think it's true that we're going to go to somewhere where no one has ever been before? So exciting. They say that the view, Raden says the view is going to be legendary and something no human from Raterra has ever seen before.
Very
Y'all
poets.
Y'all were the caravan?
Yes, like I said, it was to bring the automaton to the area to clear a way for us to magically get there.
All right, well.
Excuse my ignorance, but do we have any more details on how this is to proceed?
I believe Raden said something about we get there, we take over the resources there, bring freedom to the heretics there, of course, because they worship lesser gods such as Naomi, apparently, and then sorry. And then we shall finally be strong enough to wipe the Vrasil off the map.
Xaresh is worried.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's like this weird concoction mixing of confusion and horror in Bethany's face.
Yeah. Aurora's face is doing some interesting things too.
Trent is straight faced the entire time.
Yeah. So I have been in seclusion after these great events. What is the news about the fake high priestess and the
attempt to catch and dismember her? how's tracking down the fake princess? Where are they at with that? Curiosity.
Yeah. Has was there a plot discovered? What is the news, good sir?
Well, Raden said.
Sorry.
What? Okay.
So, I heard you in person well before I heard you.
Yeah, it does that. Sorry, I'm just thinking as well. Okay. Raden said that even though we thought the priestess was killed, there's a good chance she may still be alive. And it turns out that he never blessed a person to be his priestess in our capital city. We were supposed to rely on our teachings from the past. And the fact that someone had claimed to be a holy member from him directly is some kind of deceit from a different god. And we don't know which one, but it's very, very...
What's happening with Bethany?
Question on this plot of the princess' death. Last I had heard, she was well and dead. What's What's up with that?
Well, like I said, we had thought she was dead, but Raden said that, with these fake priestesses and gods and goddesses, things can appear how they do not, and I don't know exactly what's going on. I'm not privy to these things, but we are to keep an eye out, of course. But the Vrayseal who we thought had killed her, of course, is still a Vrayseal and needs to be brought to justice for the crime of... for the crime of their people. We had forgotten, of course, how important it was to destroy all who denied Raden's light, regardless of the peaceful doublespeak and wildliness otherwise.
I see. Now them in their impeccable fashion must be stopped.
Yep. All of us who have nothing to do with him.
Speaking of heretics.
I'm not a heretic, they're the heretics.
Four heretics and a priestess walk into a bar.
Okay, so, yeah.
It is a shame about the peace treaty, though. I assume that has fallen through.
Well, of course, Raden himself said that our very existence was to destroy the Vrayseal and everything they stand for. Such has been our duty since seeing Raden's light centuries ago.
Quick question for the DM.
Yes.
Where do tieflings fall in the...
Where do tieflings
So,
versus the Garland and the Vrayseal.
So,
'Cause I
again,
feel like when we had talked about it, I was originally from Vrayseal.
yes, so they have mingled
Yeah.
a lot. So they don't see it as tiefling equals Vrayseal, although, yeah, I'm not even going to say that they suspect that, because that's just like getting into some weird racism thing. So originally, it was the Vrayseal were tieflings, then they became tieflings and vampires. The Galerons were all humans, and then there were some elves or whatever. But as, peoples do, they've mingled and mixed and swapped. And you're not suspected of being a heretic of Raden just for being a tiefling.
Wonderful, and they don't have like wanted posters with my face on them, right?
No.
No, you're
Would
You're not the
they?
person they're looking for.
I mean, like I said, specified my face, not necessarily.
Right, of course.
Sure. Actually, on that note, I do want to ask them, and as faithful followers of Raden, of course we shall keep an eye out as well. What exactly are we looking for?
Well, we're still looking for the Vrayseal that came into the night to kill one of our own. Even if it may have been a plot to protect one of their own priestesses. And of course the priestess themselves. Ironically, we don't know much what she looks like. But, she's about yay tall, and just as tall as you are. And
Aurora discreetly stands on her tippy toes.
Oh yeah, it's just a little shorter, of course. And she has a royal signal. Well, I don't know if she would keep it because it is of Raden, so honestly,
her flesh away from being a heretic.
I wouldn't worry about it too much. Raden seems to put a lot of stock into his enemies, but I bet that she is dead. The Vrayseal wouldn't be so smart as to come up with a plot to save one of the priestesses under our own noses that is one of theirs. That makes no sense.
No, it doesn't.
Sir,
Make
do
any
you mind if I ask, if we see her, is she dangerous?
Well, anyone who speaks false words of Raden is dangerous, of course.
Right.
Is there a reward for her capture if she is...
Yes, what?
Bethany
That is actually a good
turn.
question. There's sort of like bounties involved in this whole situation.
Well, I mean, I suppose it's not like we've come up with any plans or anything. This was all revealed yesterday morning.
Oh, as soon as yesterday.
Of course, if anyone was to be caught aiding and abetting the priestess, I don't know. It's all up in the air.
Well, make no. Let's not worry about that. That's not very important. Unimportant. Looks at Fortuna like. Stop.
I'm insight checking Trent.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get what his position is in this whole thing. Fuck yeah!
Okay.
Finally.
It's very much stop. Don't ask questions. Stop asking questions. Everybody, stop asking more questions.
Do I get any other feelings like about his possible connection situation?
Let's see.
Roll something to be not very insightful or something like that.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a deception check. It's kind of like just it's kind of like a composure almost, because I feel like deception is a lot about composure.
Not very good. Not a good composure at all.
Trent is very worried not only for someone else, but also for his own skin.
Yeah, like we are in the middle. I think that is very justified, though, considering our situation.
Yeah, I'm also not a big
Sweating
fan
bullets.
of soldiers on any side. So,
Yeah, he has put his collar up a little more, like around him. He talks and he's so.
enough about this serious situation. You said something about lunch?
Yes, me and these two we're going to go fishing. While we let the automaton work.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I didn't mean to use out of term. Trent and like.
It's fine. Don't worry.
You're welcome to rest here while we wait for the automaton to be shut down. It should be another few hours.
Yeah, no worry about it. You go do your fishing.
Yes.
We'll make ourselves busy. Don't worry about it.
Okay. You get enough far away that the banging isn't so loud and the fish don't smell so dead.
What the fuck?
And they leave.
Y'all?
They leave and are clearly not in range.
In hearing range?
Yes.
So this was a lot of information to take in.
Yeah, I didn't know you were
it
so
was.
familiar with the fucking robot things, but
So, what do you know of this lost priest, Aurora?
She looks at Fortuna.
Can I roll something for myself out of curiosity?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
It's not the best.
Who are you inciting, by the way?
Say what?
Who were you inciting?
Well, I'm actually that may not have been the best thing. I want to see
Were you
like
trying to connect some dots?
yeah, Trent connecting dots because I'm not gonna lie, he's not terribly thinking about it. So I wanted to roll instead of do it in character.
Yeah. That would probably be just a raw intelligence check, I assume.
Okay. Oh, that's a big intelligence. Remember,
Wow.
Trent's the one
You know, some things about Aurora are starting to seem awfully familiar.
Ask that question because until then, Trent's just like, I'm surrounded by the enemy and I'm
Okay, back to
all
our
that talk about, holy killing and such.
Well,
I'm a little concerned about that.
help.
The
with
Galaron?
Galaron.
Galerons. Well, the Galerons are all savages.
I don't want this so
That is-
readily.
Aurora looking offended despite herself.
Yeah.
What I know depends on if you would take that information and immediately turn that in for a price.
That already answers my question. So what say you? We stab them all as the back ones there.
I
They
don't think
chugged
we
their
need
bow
to.
out
I
already.
don't think we need to kill them.
I don't think we need to kill
I
people.
think for now we could just go on our way.
First says, I will kill them.
Now,
I
hold
agree
on,
with you,
if-
little moth.
Now here's the thing.
What
If
is
they-
it? War crimes between friends.
As
I mean-
misguided
I think
as they
we agree.
are,
If they die,
Wrap it
more
up.
folks are gonna come and they're gonna start wondering why the hell there's dead guards, and they're
That is
gonna
a good
start looking
point.
around, and they're gonna ask questions. Maybe the circus is still in town. Let's start there.
uh-oh.
I'll fly off
We
into,
lost
I will fly
Uh-oh.
into the night. I will hide.
Hang on.
Sophie.
This guy's
Okay,
died.
let's just take a brief moment to discuss out of game what's happened. How are you guys feeling?
Yeah.
Pretty
Feeling
scared.
good. I have a DM question.
Oh
There
no,
we go.
I froze.
There we go. There you're back.
We saw you.
I think we're
What's the
catching
DM?
up. Maybe. Okay, no. Okay, but Bethany did have a DM question if she's still willing to
Yeah.
ask it.
When they were talking about like the lesser unenlightened peoples, does that mean my people too? I just wanna like how do the elves sit?
How does the elves stack in that? Let's see.
How
So
are they on the list? Are they up on? Are they
it
friends,
depends
or are they
on
just
how
the
much
shit
they oppose. How much they oppose. So you remember that the elves were preyed upon by the Vrayseal at the very beginning of the Vrayseal's time here. Let's just say that if the elves were in the way of the Galerons, it'd probably be very similar. But perhaps they are not, or perhaps they are. It just depends on how willing they are to be subservient and how much resources they control that are important to the Galerons.
I'm gonna assume yes then. That
what I
this is
did
a
in
problem
here-
for me, my little town.
Is that Galerons are England and Rawdin as the Royal Church of England.
I told you. Oh wait, you weren't in the chat at that time. Yes. Look, it's fantastic.
No. Royal Church of England, not Catholic.
I don't know the difference. I'm not religious.
It's
No, vaguely.
it's basically the same, but one's a little less gaudy.
Can I
English
get
Church
a
plus
DM
gaudy.
question into how Fortuna is feeling right now?
I mean, in her mind, the best way out of this situation, kill soldiers.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Get the fuck-
Yeah, they never
As-
saw us. We were never here.
As misguided as they are only, well,
We could take
Aurora's
them.
over here having a crisis.
Oh, definitely.
Now, we were all our job was to follow the caravan,
We have.
and yes, we have, and now we can go back and report our findings
A bunch of lunatics, and we definitely can't
and
bring
carry
them.
on from there, well out of potential harm's way.
Hey, Max, is there any way you can send me a transcript
Yep.
of my dream? Real
I
quick?
probably should have done that already. Give me a
That's
second.
okay. I didn't think about it. Well, I still says that. What does a few war crimes between companions?
A lot.
All right, it's probably
I
gonna
ain't
send it.
killing no one.
It's probably gonna
It is
send
a
it.
bondage. bonding experience.
as a file. I'm gonna
The
turn.
bonding
I'm a little concerned about how much you're ready to just slit
alright.
some throats.
Streamline this
I
one
will
a
say-
I'm not
second.
gonna lie.
They would do that to us in a heartbeat.
Carney are you?
The mom is like, I'd
What
only
kind
do
of
it
carnies have you met? We are all like this.
It should be in your
This is
section
normal.
on the Discord, and it should be a file.
Okay, yeah, I got it.
Also, I love
I
little tweets.
will say I am not a fan of killing soldiers who believe they are following their god's command, even if they are mistaken. However, I would not be opposed to impeding them in some way.
I just think
Especially,
it is in the whole world's best interest.
Would be
I do
hard.
not believe that would.
I think that's just gonna cause more problems.
I do unfortunately probably have to agree. That would probably cause some issues if they do find some of the members dead, and even though we weren't necessarily seen, it
We
would
should
be.
throw their bodies into the ocean. It's like right there.
You're right. We can dispose of the bodies.
They would still be missing.
They'll still be missing, but like people are missing in the woods all the time.
I look at Bethany.
Yeah, no, we ain't killing anyone.
What happens when you are asleep is nobody's business.
I do have some concerns. This might be too far of a leap, but a new magical place that we have not heard of before, that is not the Verseal or the Galerons, and within days of running into a new
People who says that before, and then they got all of their little followers, and they drank poison as they all died, and that was their great escape. So this sounds
Yeah.
like drinking the poison.
Yes, this does very much sound like drinking.
Yeah,
I didn't mean to mimic the
sounds
Z
like-
there.
a crock.
Hmm.
Not that Fortuna has any personal experience.
I think
I am just concerned that if they have started lying about Arden's will, and they are definitely lying about Rodden's will.
Let's just say I have it on good authority that we need to stop these.
No.
Go for it.
That's an odd thing to say. Oh, that's not great. I do have a decent insight though. 13.
I'm not lying.
Yeah.
I have on good authority that we need to stop these people.
All right. So in the meantime, Mr. Trent has talked us into quite a nice little arrangement. I suggest we be done with that as soon as possible and return to the circus as soon as possible.
I'm supposed to inspect the automaton. It does occur to
What
me.
if you rigged it to blow up?
That is very
Do
dangerous.
do you actually know anything about the automatons and how they function?
I know enough.
All right. Could you disable it? If not, explode.
Immediate disabling, probably. We would immediately be outed, you understand, if the machine just doesn't turn back on. So I have an idea, because I'm the one with the brain cell here, and I'm very clever, and I have an idea.
Are you?
What is
Yes.
your idea, Mr. Trent?
We just need to stall long enough for us to get out. something to waste their time. It's not hard to waste time, especially with a group like this. I doubt they even know what they're doing.
I have a question for Max.
Yes, go ahead.
Did the soldiers even see Birch? Like, they were frozen pretty still in the trees. but-
Yeah,
Oh,
Birch is
That's
probably
a good point.
go ahead and make a stealth check with advantage. Did you say you're +5, Bethany, for moving slow?
What?
Just ability to make stealth checks.
Okay.
Moving slow lets you make stealth checks.
Okay, make a stealth check, Birch, and we'll retroactively do that. But yeah, that's definitely enough. They didn't see you. You're pretty sure.
Okay. I wonder what they would think if they saw Birch.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
I mean,
probably just a weird
there is
weird
also
ball.
another option.
What is your other
Yes?
option?
We tell the truth. We have
The what?
other.
uh,
We have. We
do
need to
not
go back, and we are currently employed, and we need to check back in with said employer.
We already lied to them about what our business was here.
Well, I'll just look it over like I'm supposed to, and then I'll say some bullshit, and then we'll be on our way. Killing it.
again, I say, I have in good authority that we need to stop what is happening here.
What is your authority? Wait, this is the second time you've mentioned it. What?
Well, you said it in
talking
one.
Okay. I do feel like it's time to interject here. I wasn't ready for this, but we're gonna do it.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna cut off the authority.
So, Fortuna's hands begin glowing as the tattoo glows.
Oh, fun!
Oh boy!
Oh, good. We had magic bullshit.
And a translucent figure appears. Two people recognize this figure, or 3 people. Sorry.
So more than half the party.
Yeah. I guess I'll say it out loud. Birch, you know this is your goddess, Naomi. Fortuna, this is Naomi. You just saw them recently.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Aurora, this is the person that was in your dream a few days ago.
Fuck is this?
Alright, give me a second. I gotta make sure I dictate what I say very
I
carefully.
have authority.
Birch like goes down to the ground and like looks like they have tears of relief.
Okay, I need her. Okay, let me check. What exactly happened in that first dream? I need to check again. Oh god.
Let me just make a quick script to make sure.
I think I have it penned. I can't remember.
No, I'm making a quick script of what to say now without screwing myself over later.
Oh, you're good.
Right, script.
Don't think they're coming out of hands. Why not?
What?
Fine, don't worry about it.
What is happening?
Aurora's looking up her script, and I am making sure to write something that doesn't write myself too much into a corner.
Frame right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
Feel free to talk among yourselves as this figure starts to materialize magically, and
Yeah.
Fortuna desperately tries to hide her tattoos.
oh.
I like
You do like
hide
this,
my
don't
hands like behind my back.
This isn't inconspicuous at all.
Yeah. We are just a motley crew, aren't we?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. So, what the fuck is
You
this?
know, gods shooting out of people's hands, as you do.
Oh, it's a god.
Oh boy.
Okay, I am ready. Are you ready, Rebecca?
Oh boy. Yeah, sure. Let's go.
It's a glandular problem.
Okay, I'm just gonna say up front that
Unfreeze frame.
this is a one-way kind of thing. So,
Okay.
Astra, I know things are hard to take in right now, but this is the truth. Radin is not your god. My people, Birch's people, are in great danger right now. As much as I wish you could help and meet your true goddess, right now she says the best thing you can do is destroy the automaton and gain strength before such a meeting can take place. I must leave before Radin knows of this occurring. And she disappears.
Wait.
Who's that?
What did I tell you? I told you that I had on good authority that we needed to take care of these facts.
Well,
Who
Birch, why don't you
Who
tell
was
them
that?
who that
who
was?
was that? Yes.
That was Naomi. My
right.
goddess.
Oh, good. Yeah, gods
Now,
involved in it,
what was the name they said? Astra?
Yeah, who the fuck is Astra?
It must have been a wrong number.
I have the wrong
Didn't think
team.
gods could do
I think we got someone else's mail.
that.
Someone else's
Can we
station.
return to Cinder?
I mean, you mentioned Birch.
We gotta take a look
Yeah.
at it for Tuesday.
Birch is has their bow ready and is looks like they're about ready to go find that machine.
You
So,
can certainly still hear it.
all right.
Oh.
Glue blowing, people coming out of hands. Sure.
Usually
Let's
when
not-
that happens, it's a trick. I swear to the gods that that
So-
happened.
So that was like a proper, divine
What?
thing,
Well,
right?
now don't talk too loudly. We don't want the old soldiers to overhear us being heretic. Don't want to be burned at the
Yeah.
stake.
Right.
No, don't.
I do
So-
not understand. I've worshipped Radin my entire life.
Well,
Yeah, so
apparently,
Apparently, you're wrong.
How can one be wrong about that?
No. You don't get to see the gods. Who knows where their calls are going?
yeah, and Robin sounds like a proper dick. So
That does sound like kind of an ass.
Now, I wouldn't. Well, yeah, kind of does.
We're all just like
I don't want to go too far, but I think they have some other god imprisoned, which sounds kind of fucked up.
that sounds
They
fun.
have some other god in prison. I have never heard such a thing.
I imagine this is a lot for little
Yes.
Miss Aurora. Let us switch gears
To
to
killing
the
the
task at
soldiers.
hand now.
Birch says, I must protect my people. I must obey my goddess. And
So,
Yes.
starts leaving.
No.
wait.
maybe we can
just
destroy the
stop.
machine.
We can't just destroy them. You can't just do that. And just do
Yeah,
that.
especially after they us.
Birch holds up their bow and arrow, what?
Well,
You can't. You can't just
I
go
have
and
my bow and arrow.
Fortunately, Galarian technology is. But Joan, you can't just walk up, shoot it with a little arrow. Okay, you have to actually.
Yeah.
Actually,
Put a
pretty
little
sure
something
significant
in.
amount of force would disable them, but that's neither here nor there.
Yes, you can clog
Again.
it up. You can distract
Right.
things. You can.
Is that the easiest way to deal with this? Kill the peoples that are controlling it.
But we're not
Not
gonna.
incorrect. Not incorrect. Not actually very incorrect at all.
I
As much as I dislike them and such, I do not feel comfortable just murdering some folk in cold blood.
Again,
Whoever
they would do the same to you.
they would do the same. Listen, whoever's running these, can't just have anybody step into the cockpit and run the damn. You have to have a specialist. Okay, they can only have so many specialists, so we really only have to kill that guy.
I don't believe they require a person to be inside them or anything of that nature.
I don't know what can somebody.
Oh, yeah. So it does run by itself, but it does require upkeep, of course. So they're leaving it for a few hours, but if someone wasn't available to configure it and stuff, then it would just destroy things haphazardly, and you can't do that. I mean,
Yeah, like you have
probably
to have
can't do
someone
that.
Yeah, but yeah. You just have someone set the settings, but like, it's. I don't know how hard that skill is to learn. Who knows?
You could. There's Keith.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
It's also a matter of.
Could we tell them that some part is that it's worse than you thought, and that it is dangerous?
I could, especially since they seem willing to listen. The whole "oh my god" is.
Say that we should turn it off. It needs to be dismantled, and
I mean, to be quite
that
frank,
it's dangerous to leave it running. That we
to be
were
quite frank,
mistaken.
it's near to the ocean. Who knows what kind of rusting it's going through? But so it's, I mean, I'm sure we could probably actually find something wrong with it. But I mean, let's look at it. I've talked myself out of worse. We could find something wrong with it, and at least delay some time. Like else.
Can I say is they have seen our faces? Dangerous. I have a memorable face.
You do have a very memorable.
Right.
I think we all do.
Birch is like, they haven't seen my face.
They haven't seen the bug.
I do not believe it
Well,
matters.
that's a bit rude.
This is
What am
why I would think telling them that something is wrong and having them not be suspicious about that is the better route, because if it turns out broken without explanation, no matter if Birch is the one to shoot the arrows or not, we would be the ones suspected.
Especially me. That's most important. I
Of
don't know what you would all
course.
do without me.
We could have just stuck with the stories that we were passing through.
Yeah. If only
I
we'd,
want-
told the truth.
I
A lot
wanted to see the
easier
automaton.
sometimes.
I wanted to see the automaton.
Well, here we are.
Yes.
Now I'm gonna
But-
be quite honest. I suck shit at lying.
That's fine. You
Wait,
should.
you're a sorcerer. Out of
You-
character.
Yeah, and
That's okay.
Yeah.
You should speak. You
I'm a
shouldn't say
cleric,
anything.
doesn't mean I know how to make survival checks or track things.
That's okay. None of you have to talk. That's okay. That's fine if you don't, actually. We'll do the idea. I will make something up to stall for time, because at this point we need to start stalling time. And let's start breaking things.
I do worry that if we
I'm pretty
stall
good at
for
that.
too much time, reinforcements might come.
they are looking for some food.
Yes,
Are they?
I
I
believe that's what
could-
they said.
Cook something up
And we poisoned
while
it.
Poison.
something else is going
And
on.
we poison it.
No. You do your inspection, and I'll have them a hearty meal that takes a little bit to, to cook.
Alright, fine.
Birch offers up some string and says, I can make snares.
I don't
I
know if we
would
need
worry
snares, but I
about-
do like the idea. I do like the idea. If we do need to break the machines, to have this little menace walking would probably be very good at being unseen, causing some issues.
Right. So
I can snare the destruction beast, or I can snare the soldiers.
we got birch. No, well, we don't need. Hold off on the soldiers for now.
Everybody's
God's
we can
sakes.
kill the soldiers.
We're all
Give
so ready to do a murder.
We're all so ready to do
Half of
it.
y'all. Half of us.
I'd say a majority.
So,
That might be an idea, though. They do not know
Whoops.
Birch exists. So we could do a little bit of play acting about there being a third party in the woods. So I would not want to put Birch in danger for this. And it would be quite a danger to play decoy, as it were. Why, if we were here and got shot at by marauders and we tried our best to stop them, but they destroyed the machine despite our best efforts.
Not a bad idea. Bad idea.
now I seem to recall one of the soldiers wanted to be with you while inspecting the machine, too.
But we kill that one.
Right. No,
I mean, if we
In
want
the
to add the
meantime-
Marauders thing, that's the most obvious thing. We just kill him.
So, we're going to hold off the other one
hold on.
far
I need to
away
check
so they
something.
can't get there right away.
Ah, damn it.
No, you are all making this so much more complicated than it.
And how
Don't
confident
like
are you
killing
that you
people.
could take 3 soldiers and an automaton in a fair fight in any case?
Fair
Yeah,
fight.
don't-
That it was a fair fight.
Birch again lifts up their bow.
Everybody's ready to do it.
Sleep is not a cleric spell, but Miss Bethany,
Yeah?
you have some skill in magic. Do you perhaps
That I do.
know the spell? I have heard of. I cannot perform it myself, as it is more of an arcane nature rather than a divine. But I have heard there are spells that can put people to sleep. Maybe.
Yeah, I reckon that's something I know how to do.
Checks the list real quick.
Check
You
spell list.
know it today? Yeah. If
Well,
you
I'm not sure what that means, but I know how to put people to sleep with magic. It's something I can do.
well then, I believe we have our solution for the person who wants to keep watch on
Right.
Sir Mr. Trent.
Fine.
Now, a question. Again, I do not know the magic, but is there a chance for failure? Because if there is, then it kind of fucks up the entire plan.
I mean, that's
Well-
the way with all magic, I think, is there's always kind of, a bit of
If
risk.
it messes up, we go on the B plan and kill him. So there's your pressure, Beth.
Yeah,
How about that?
fine.
There's your pressure. Oh my god. Amazing. Hey Max, do you have hit point totals for that soldier? That's gonna be real important.
Yeah, that's gonna be real.
Um,
There's a generic
actually,
soldier.
Given what time it was, I was thinking about calling it soon because we usually go around 2
Okay.
hours. Unless you
Alright.
guys really want to go on.
Fair.
I
Yeah,
think
we could probably
it's a
save
good
it for next
stopping
time.
point before we get this, like,
Before we start doing all the
this
bullshit.
clown show on the road.
Before everything
we
goes
were attacked.
I have sleep, just so we're clear, is 5d8.
Yeah.
So we have to be on the ball. I have to be on the ball.
Yeah.
Yep,
Oh
we
man.
sure do.
It's good at low
Oh,
levels.
boy.
Does anyone have any
Well,
commentary they want on the video for posterity before I end the stream with that?
I'm
Just
I'm
let
good.
us
I'm
do a murder.
excited. I'm excited.
Just let
to-
us murder them.
Let's do a murder.
hey, Max.
Okay, let's be honest here. If we want like a nice little comparison of where these soldiers are at, Nazis.
Lotus, what did you
I know.
do?
Not.
Yeah, you know, now
That's a
I
good
can-
point. More like
We're
weird.
only following orders.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a big weird situation.
Bethany's just
where-
not big on the just walking up and murdering people idea. Like
Yeah.
if they
Right.
if they try to kill us,
that's
you know, that's fair
Totally
game.
valid.
Aurora has
Some of us
never.
are aware of the ways of the world.
Yeah. No. Again, Aurora is in a place
Yeah.
where one, she's never killed anybody before. Two,
She was told.
are following who is supposedly not her real god, but who she's been taught was her god for her entire life, which I didn't think. Well, that happened quick.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a
that's
big
not
thing
the
for a
story.
cleric.
Well,
Them the whole
Hey,
time.
by the way, your god's wrong. They got your god wrong there.
It's talking to the wrong one.
You've just been talking to the wrong.
Whoopsies.
anyways, I think that's a great place to end the video, the stream as well. So thank you guys for watching. Check us out next week, same time. Yeah, that was
Drink
great.
lots of water. Sleep 8 hours a day.
Didn't get to have fun with the automaton yet, but I assume that's forthcoming. I'm really glad with the direction this took, because I wasn't planning it, but again, I have enjoyed where my players have taken me. It's been an experience. All right, thank you guys.
If you see any
That
giant
we
tree
are.
cutting
That
robots,
we are.
kill them.